Jayne, Crazy Bag Lady. So today's video is a slightly different one. It's something that I wasn't going to talk about, but then I've been encouraged by some close friends and even my husband, and he said, look, you really need to put this out there for everybody. So okay, so here we go. 2 weeks ago, I was reading Ruby a bedtime story, my little daughter, and I had an itch just on my chest area. I scratched it like this and I thought, what's that? And I could feel a bump on my boob or breast, whatever you want to call it. And sort of straight away you sort of think, oh, that's not quite right. So I kind of waited till I got Ruby to bed, and then I had a bit of a feel about and stuff, and I thought, no, I've definitely got a lump on my breast. And obviously panic sets in, you imagine the worst, and I thought, oh my god. So I waited a couple of days just to get my head around it and stuff, and then I rang the doctors. They got me in on the same day. They were really good. So I rang them up and I told them, and they got me in straight away, and they got me in to see the nurse. So the nurse examined me and said, yes, I can definitely feel something. So obviously then you feel even more worried, but she said it might be to do with like your lady, like hormones and stuff. So she said, just leave it a week, well 10 days she said, and then we'll check you again, and if it's still there we'll refer you. So I waited all the weekend. Obviously it's constantly at the back of your mind and you fear the worst all the time. And then I rang the doctor again. I said I didn't want to wait, I wanted to be seen. So the doctor referred me over the phone and got me an appointment at the hospital, but I had to go to the doctor's surgery first to have a blood test. So I went to the doctor, had a blood test, came back. They referred me to the hospital for the breast clinic. So me and my husband went to the breast clinic for our appointment. When we got there, the doctors had mixed it up, and it was actually a telephone consultation, not an actual appointment. So that was a bit... So we got to the hospital and we weren't supposed to be at the hospital, we were supposed to just be on the phone. So that was a bit of a nightmare. Again, I'm not going to blame anybody. It was because of the virus. They've had to change the way that they do the breast checks and stuff. So it's not anybody's fault really. It's the virus and lack of communication and stuff. Anyway, so I had a telephone conversation after that. They booked me in for the following week to see the breast consultant. So I went yesterday, which was Monday the 12th of October. Obviously absolutely petrified. My hubby stood with me all the time. I had quite a few friends that I messaged, so I'd like to say a huge shout out to Nicola, who had been through a similar thing and kept telling me she'd be fine. Lovely Gloria, who was always there for sound advice and just to reassure. She's just amazing. Lovely Victoria, who had also been through a similar thing, so she also tried to put my mind at rest. And then lovely Claire as well also sent me lots of love and hugs, and obviously excuse me, my mum as well, bless her, and my hubby. And we didn't tell anybody else. That was it, because I didn't want to worry anybody. So I thought I didn't want to sort of be like, oh, you know, it might be this, might be that, and everybody be worrying. So I thought, just don't tell hardly anybody if you can help it, and then it doesn't set everybody's minds worrying. So I didn't tell my children. So that was also hard, having to sort of keep it to myself. Anyway, so we went to the hospital yesterday and they got me in quite quickly. I saw a set of nurses that examine you. Then they referred me through for a mammogram. Well, I've never had a mammogram before. I'm 42, so I think you start having them when you get to about 50. So a mammogram, don't be scared of it. It's literally a machine. They pop your little boobs in it and they squash it down a bit, take a photo, do the other side, squash it down a bit, take a photo, and they do it twice on each side to get a different angle. Then I had to sit in the waiting room. I sat with a dear old lady who was also there to get her boobs checked, and she'd already got ovarian cancer. I felt for that lady so much, and when I sat in that waiting room I could have burst into tears. I felt for her so much. So I don't know what happened to her, but she went for her check as well, bless her. So whatever, I'm wishing that lady the best of luck. Anyway, so then I went in for my scan, my ultrasound scan. So they put gel all over you and sort of scan you and stuff, and straight away they said, you've got cysts, you're all right, you've just got cysts. So I could have literally burst into tears and cried, and I did have tears running down my face. Obviously I have masks on and stuff, and they're not allowed to hug you, and so I just had cysts, and she said, I can syringe it off for you while you're here. So I said, yeah, fine, just get on with it. So they just sterilised everything, got a needle, syringed the little cyst off, and then my boobs are all right. So I'm a bit sore and everything, but I just wanted to put this out there because, touch wood, mine was a good result and it was a cyst and it wasn't cancer. But because obviously it's October and it's Breast Awareness Month, everybody was like, you need to put this video out there to inspire anybody else. If you've got something that's bothering you, just go. Obviously I had 2 weeks of a bit of worry and stuff, but after 2 weeks being told that you were all right and you knew you were right because you'd all been checked properly, was absolutely amazing. It was just, I think I'm still in shock now that I'm all right, because I spent 2 weeks convincing myself I wasn't. So yeah, but I thought I want to inspire. So if you are worried about your boobs or any lumps or bumps on your breasts or anything, please, please, please go and get them checked. You don't have to tell anybody else, it's very confidential. They treat you with the utmost respect, you know, they keep you covered up as much as possible, and they're just, the doctors and nurses are just absolute angels in outfits. They're just absolutely amazing. So I don't want to get too emotional because obviously it's quite an emotional thing to go through, but I just want to say huge shout out to the NHS. Anybody that works as a doctor or a nurse or looks after people every day like that is just absolutely wonderful. I have huge respect to them. I said to them afterwards, said, oh, I'd hug you if I could, and I said, I know we're not allowed because of the virus, and but they just do such a wonderful job, and the fact that, you know, they look after you and they sort you out, and even if it had been something, they still would have sorted you out, you know, and got you on the road to recovery and everything. So if you are worried about anything, please, 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 from me, just go and get it checked. Just go. Just make the appointment this morning. Just go. They will sort you out so quickly, and touch wood, it will just be a cyst like mine was. So please, 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 from the bottom of my heart, go and get yourself checked out, because they said if it had been anything, because we've gone quickly, then it's easier to sort it out. So just from the bottom of my heart, look after your little boobies. You have to stay here and keep safe. So that's probably why, although I don't come across as like stressed in my videos, because I like to keep cheerful, and doing my videos really took my mind off the waiting for my appointment. So huge shout out to everybody that does watch my videos. You really helped, even though you didn't know you were helping, you did. Yay! So anyway, so I'm all back to normal. Just a huge sigh of relief, and thank you for listening to this. And I've not done this for sympathy or anything like that, and I am on, I think it's the 23rd of October, I'm signed up for the Dress for Pink breast cancer thing. So I am going to set up a little sponsorship thing if anybody wants to sponsor me to raise money for breast cancer, but I've not had my fundraising pack come through yet. So if you do watch my daily videos, my little fundraiser thing will be on there when I get my pack. So I'm going to try and raise some money for breast cancer. Yeah, because we like pink, don't we? Yay! Anyway, so many thanks for watching. Just wanted to put this out there. So if I inspire just one person to go and get their little boobs checked, then I've done what I needed to do. So please take care. Many thanks for listening. I will love you and leave you, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Please look after yourself.